Hi everyone, my name is Nicola. I am simply a stitcher. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, it's great to have you, and if you are returning, thank you for coming and spending some more time with me today. So today we're going to do a stitch with me, and the piece that was drawn this week, there are only a couple left now, is this piece. This is Unicorn. The artwork is by Lorna Laine and it's charted and kitted by Geckorouge. At the bottom of it there it says, "I don't believe in humans." So I'm going to be stitching this 1/1 on some 25 count. It has a really pretty colour palette. So if we just show you these, that is card number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and then just a few colours there in number 5. So I had a look at the pattern and a think about how to tackle this one, and it's another one where I'm going for a centre start. So I'm going to get cracking on that. So 1/1 on some 25 count. I've marked the middle on my fabric here. So yeah, we're going to see how far we can get in this next hour and a half, and how many stitches that we can put in. I shall also, as usual, be going through some of your comments. This colour is very pale. Oops, there's a lot of pale colours in the middle of this piece, so I'm just hoping that you guys will see areas build up. Anyway, so yeah, I hope everybody is doing well. It's Wednesday as I film this, and it is D-Day at the dentist. So I'm back at the dentist today, hopefully, all being well, for the completion, oh that's terrible, for the completion of my dental treatment. But I guess I'll see when I get there. I kind of have it in the back of my mind, don't be disappointed if the dentist says he wants to send them back to the lab again, but you know, let's get it absolutely right. Look at that, I made a mess of that straight away. Where's my tweezers? There they are. There we go. Let's try that again. So yeah, like I said, I'm hoping for the completion to be today, but you know, let's see. Let's see other stuff. What else is going on? Well, it's half-term week for Lauren. Hannah's working today, so she'll probably be down in a minute to get her breakfast. Andy's gone to work already. Not really much to say, really, I don't think. It's one of those weeks that not a lot's going on. But anyway, so I do have a bunch of comments to read, which is nice. So for all of you who leave me a comment, thank you so much. Even if it's just an emoji, because I do get some days that, you know, that's all that, sometimes all that we can muster. It's fantastic. So yeah, if you've left me a comment, thank you. You help to give me something to talk about. In terms of new starts, I've only got 2 more left from this crop of new starts from the beginning of the year. And there are 2 Geckorouge pieces. There's the Christmas cat and the Witch cat. So they will be coming up in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, all good. Then I will have a May start, the 1st of May, which will be 100 stitches a day on the piece that I've selected for a sale in my group. If you're not in the group, the information will be in the description box below, and if you're not on Facebook, the link to the pattern that I'm looking at for the sale is also in the box below. If you don't wish to choose that one, then any pattern that you have is absolutely fine. It's just the commitment, I suppose, to 100 stitches a day. And by the end of the month, you'll have 3,100 stitches done in that one piece, which is progress, isn't it? So that's that. It's not a massive piece. I think it's about 19,000 stitches. So if you do fancy a sale, then join me. Okay, right, so let's get some comments done. So we are starting from Flosstube number 13, which was released last week, and Mona, who is Mona Ortego, says this will be a beautiful new start and congratulations on the fantastic stitch count. So last week my new start was Evelina, which is the Geckorouge kit that I got last year, the Anita in Rarity one. So that one got started last week, and like this one I've done a centre start, but what I've done with that one is I've worked my way over to the left hand side and I found the left hand edge, and already it's visible, you know, what I've stitched, so that's quite nice. So yeah, I mean the stitch count I had last week was phenomenal because I had a day where I was literally sat in my chair all day stitching. So yeah, I got a lot done. Judy, who is Judy Stone, comments as well. She says, oh my, brilliant stitchy week. That's a heck of a lot of stitches. 4, 5, 6. Sitting for a whole day to stitch sounds like heaven. It certainly was. I don't get many of those because usually on a Saturday I'm doing something. Hair or nails, or got to go somewhere or do something, or, you know, some event. I mean, last Saturday, excuse me, last Saturday we were in Manchester for the day for Lauren's birthday. This Saturday I've got something on as well. Next week I'm having my hair done, and so on and so on. Oh, done one more stitch than I need that. I'm long arming all week, but this coming weekend I think I'll do the same. Night Cafe is gorgeous with those bright, happy colours. Thank you, Judy. Yep, I had Night Cafe off the frame for this week's Flosstube. so you could see the whole thing. I've done a 300 by 200 stitch square, which I think is about 60,000 stitches if I'm right. Let me just check. Yeah, 60,000 stitches. So it's a fair chunk of stitching done on it. There is a little bit of warping because initially I stitched a little bit tight, but I have loosened up my stitching now, so it hopefully won't continue, but I don't see as it being a problem once it's stretched, you know, washed and stretched, which will be a long way away in the distance, in the dim and distant future, because it's definitely a long-term project. Oh dear. It's my Wednesday live stream project too. Excuse me. Beg your pardon. So tonight it will come out on my live stream, and we'll see how far we get. Sorry, just counting. There we go. Kelly from Kelly's Quilts and Cruises says, look forward to seeing your new start. Some of those Geckorouge kits will not take you very long to stitch. No, certainly won't. Some of them are not big at all. I think the smallest one is going to be the Christmas cat, which is about 30,000 stitches. So, no, nothing very long about them. Oh, I do beg your pardon, my throat seems to be doing one this morning. Oh, I hear Hannah squeaking about upstairs. I expect she'll be down in a moment. Let's just mark these off. Okay. Katie Barnes says, thank you as always, sharing your project updates. Glad you had a bit of extra time to stitch away, surely an inspiration to us all. Thank you, Katie. It's nice to get a little extra time to stitch. Here is Hannah. Good morning, Hannah.
Hello. It's cold.
Yeah.
Can you tell Doodles when he comes home, the bag down outside the cat's litter box, it's dog stuff, he's taking me to the flat later, so can you make sure?
Okay, so what time is he picking you up, does he know? 3?
3.
Okay. Gail Fallon says, wow, that's a lot of stitching. Your work is always brilliant. Well done. Thank you, Gail. Yeah, certainly a lot of stitching. I don't know what to do without my stitching. I've said many times, it keeps me sane.
question and I'll leave you alone.
What?
But Andy cleaned this. Does that look clean to you?
Well, it's been sat on windowsill for God knows how long, so it'll need a wash.
Yeah, I know Andy's washed it.
Yeah, but it's been sat on windowsill and stuff gets splashed and stuff. It's been sat on the windowsill for months without a lid on it. We have been washing up for months. It'll get splashed.
Andy's just washed it, like in the last day.
Oh, well, I don't know then.
Put it in the thing last night.
I don't know. Stop getting on at me. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Life is living with a... Oh, she's 23 now. But anyway. Sally Ann Cole says, wow, well done on the stitching this week. I'm all kitted up and ready to go on the sow. Great news, Sally Ann. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. 2, 3, 4. Seven. Right. Susan Bentley says, it looks like it's the year of 310 for you. Certainly does. Got a lot of 310 on the projects that I'm working. A lot of 310. Shalene from Shalene's Creativity Room leaves me what looks like some Easter bunnies. Thank you, Shalene. And Natalia, who is a official Mermaid's Cove, leaves me some hearts. Thank you very much. Yes, it not be long and it will be Easter. I've got a loop there. Let me just fix that. There we go. Victoria Howarth says, really enjoyed your update. So many stitches you've done this week. You're an inspiration. Thank you, Victoria. Well, my aim is to get to 500,000 this year. 500,000 stitches. I'm on track for that currently. Whether it will stay that way, I don't know. Having full-on stitchy days obviously does help, but I gotta work. It's still sticking out, that. Let me just try and resolve this. There we go, that's better. But yeah, not all days will be full-on stitchy days. There's, like I said, there are sometimes I have other things to do, not work. We have like days out planned and, you know, stuff like that. So whilst the stitching's important, certainly family comes first. we've got some bank holidays coming up here in the UK in May. So I'm trying to get out with the girls. Nina from Nina Hobby Site says, great progress. Thank you, Nina. It's nice to have a variety of projects to work on too. And I think all of these new starts have been really, really good for giving me that extra variety. Just have a mark off. Michelle L says, praying you'll have some good rest soon and we'll be able to keep recovering quickly. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, it's very weird. I've had some pretty interrupted sleep the last few days, but I think I know why that is. But from the dental work perspective, I've recovered just fine. You know, no swelling, no bleeding, no issues, just apart from a slight metallic taste in my mouth every once in a while. So yeah, I'm doing all right. Kelly says the bee is looking great. You'll be finished this project pretty quickly, I think. Yeah, I think there's less than 70,000 stitches on the bee. If I monogamously stitched it, I could probably have it done in 6 weeks. And we usually do about 1,500 stitches a day at the minute. 1,000 on a bad day, but I'm averaging about 1,500 a day at the moment. And you know me, if I get stuck in the chair, you know, I can do a lot more. 1,500 a lot of the time on a weekend is like a slow day at the office. And, you know, I mean, I'm regularly going over 2,000 on a weekend day now. On a Saturday, if I get a chance to sit and stitch, you know, I would regularly go over 2,000. on my new start, my Anita in Verity piece. Jenna Cook says, love this one. Yeah, it's something a little different for me. Not the kind of imagery I would usually choose, but obviously it was chosen for me as a surprise kit. And I do quite like it. Cindy Washburn says hello to everyone. Thank you, Cindy. Always nice to see you coming in on the live streams and so on. It's really nice. I mean, the live streams are quite popular, so, and the show and tell segment is a hugely important part of the live stream. And for being able to share what you're doing, it's so nice. Lots of purples in this bit. Okay. So the lovely Kay, who is the Sussex Stitcher, says, oh sweetie, sending you a huge hug and love. By the way, bits of bone and enamel do not define you. It's what's in your heart that does, and you have a fat organ still filled with love and kindness. Thank you, Kay. Yeah, definitely try and spread kindness. You'll notice that on all of my videos now, we've kept the Be Kind card at the end as a reminder to be kind. Can you put them in a dish, please, because they will make a lot of noise?
No, I can't have got time. Because by the time to wash my dishes,
Hannah, that took you 2 minutes.
It didn't, it took me 10. But the problem is deep cleaner.
All right, enough. So yeah, sorry, just going back there to Kay's comment. Yeah, I'm trying to keep kindness in the world. Being kind is a really important thing to me. I've had a lot of kindness shown me by you guys, by my Facebook friends, by my family, by my work and work colleagues. It's made a huge difference. So Mona also comments on my new start and sends, I don't know if it's praying hands or a high five, that emoji. Yeah.
Praying hands.
Praying hands. Thank you, Hannah. If you don't know the answer, ask your kid. Whoa, steady. Be careful.
High five is just a single hand and it's got like a couple of sparkles around it.
Alright, okay. Don't forget you owe me 10 quid.
Yeah, I know, I'll get it, yeah.
Just reminding you.
I get paid on Monday.
Yeah.
Welcome to wait, I'll get by then.
What I've done here. There we go. Yeah, so Mona sends me a prayer and some hearts. Thank you, Mona. And then Michelle L also sends love and prayers, so thank you both very much. And Karen Annis says, hope you feel better. Thank you. I had a couple of wonky days last week, not because of pain or anything like that. Just it were almost like shock. Just had nausea and stuff and felt very out of sorts. Ended up having to have a couple of days off work, which is unlike me. I mean, work, if I'm not at work knows that something's wrong, because even through my dental treatment, my dentist is literally at the end of the road. I've gone and had whatever done and then gone straight back in to work, because obviously I work from home. So for me not to be in work is an unusual thing. But I had to have the time last week because I just had literal waves of nausea and it just hit me like a train. I've not had that for a long time, and I'm an emetophobe anyway. I really have a problem, with vomiting. It was terrible when I was pregnant and I had a hyperemesis, and really suffered with morning sickness. I think part of it stemmed from that, actually. It's got worse since my pregnancies. But yeah, having time off is definitely not like me. I can't remember the last time I had some time off. It's probably last year. I had a bit of a mental health moment and wasn't fit to work. pleasure to stitch with you today, says Heather Pearson. I was working on a pair of socks for my sister-in-law. Now only the toe left to do. Cool. Knitting socks is not something I've tried yet. Keep saying I want to, but I'm so much time spent on my stitching, I don't really do much else. I really ought to dedicate, you know, some time to other crafts, like once a week or something, but stitching just has this pull, doesn't it? I've got a stitch I've not marked off. There we go. No idea what part of the unicorn this is. No idea. Laura Silby says, Silby says, you sound just fine. The end is in sight. Love the new start. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, I think the big problem is I can hear it in my own head that I've got this slight lisp. But, you know, it won't be long. All being well. I can't wait to see them. Well, as I see them, I've already seen them. I can't wait to be wearing them. It's something I've wanted for a long time, to have nice teeth. Michelle Clark says, with all the 310 you have to do this year, you might need to buy another cone of it. Very possibly. Very possibly. I need to obtain me some more 310. Although the cone I've got still has a fair amount left on it, so I'm good for a while. But yeah, lots of projects with lots of 310. So Lord of the Rings stained glass, Night Cafe, about 130,000 in that. Pandora, 140,000 in that. So yeah, lots of black. So get rid of these. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Fun to see on the needle minder what you are stitching, says Celia. Yeah, so every time that it's out as a new start, I will use its matching needle minder. But then going forward, I just grab whichever needle minder is the closest. I have an array of them now, because quite a lot of these new starts had a needle minder with them. I think I've only got one more new needle minder to come, and that is my witchy cat. Of course, this one is no exception because I have my matching needle minder. Heather comments on my starting and ending my thread video, and she says such an interesting technique. Yeah, thanks Heather. It's one I developed myself because I'm purely lazy, don't like flipping my hoop, not fond of pin stitch or loop finish, so decided to go my own way. Don't have an issue with loose stitches, but that's not to say that, you know, if you did it that you wouldn't. It's a case of practice makes perfect with my technique. And then live stream Sunday, oh my gosh. Within 2 minutes of me hitting go live, the girls decided to have a massive argument. I ended up having to mute my live stream because they wouldn't shut up. So thank you to all of you who bore with it through that. All of you who were viewing. And I can only apologise if you heard some rather fruity language. The girls are facing off one another at the moment quite a lot, getting under one another's feet. But they know what time I stream, and you know that my live stream time is my time with you guys, and they shouldn't be doing what they did. And I was quite annoyed. After I'd done my stream, they did get schooled on what they should and shouldn't be doing, and told not to do it again under any circumstances. We'll see how long it lasts. That's the realist in me. 22. Christian Klein says, sending hugs. Thank you very much. Hugs are always useful. Then Wendy Stitching says, wonderful live stream. She watched it on replay. Didn't get a chance to join in the live. I've been sick all weekend. Feeling better today, so catching up on your videos. Oh, Wendy, get well soon. Nothing worse than being unwell. And then Kathy Brown, also on Sunday stream, leaves me a heart. Thank you, Kathy. And that, believe it or not, is the last of my comments. So not quite as many this week, but that's okay. But yeah, any comment that you leave, I do talk about in these Stitch With Me's. So it's always good to drop a comment, and it's my way of answering them. I can do it while I stitch, have a little chat. And yeah, make sure that you get the acknowledgement for making a comment. So yeah, I've put out a Stitch With Me video this week with Gogh Never Passed, and obviously this is the second one. Live stream Wednesday night cafe. This will be out on Sunday's stream, so if you're watching this on Saturday, it'll be out again on Sunday night's live stream. And then, as I said, only 2 more to go. And then we will have a new wheel. 2 finishes, 1 start. And after the May new start, I will draw my first 2 finishes for 1 start, because I've had 2 finishes this year. I've had Sailing Fairy and Pandemic. Although pandemic is still not quite finished. I've still got some back stitching to do. I need to get on and do that. I'll try and do that this weekend. Oh, and I'm also off to a retreat. The 18th of May. Floss Friends retreat. Again in Rotherham. Just a Sunday though, because I can't get a weekend ticket. But hey, if I can get the Sunday one, that'll do me. I'm making a mess of this today. There we go. You know how sometimes when a thread just doesn't go the way you want it to. Oh, that looks nice.
It does, doesn't it?
Mm.
Out of curiosity, I'm not about it right now, but you know this little tag bit here?
Uh-huh.
Would it be able to be took out and it still look like normal, the top itself?
Yeah, it should be, yeah.
Cool, I'll sort that in a bit then. That's my problem today.
Okay. The sensory child. Hannah doesn't have any clothing with buttons, and she's very selective, and this one's got like a label that's wrapped around the hem, just a little tiny label.
On the outside of it, because I can see it, it's annoying.
Yeah, it's annoying her.
Just looks out of place to me.
Mm-hmm. Are you about off?
Yeah, hold on a sec. Well, the sooner I get there, the quicker I can leave.
Not necessarily.
The sooner things get sorted.
Yeah, but you know, you don't get paid until you start work at 9 o'clock.
I know, but I've got a pile of delivery stuff waiting for me.
Yeah, but you don't start until 9 o'clock. If you start before 9 o'clock, you won't be getting paid.
I'm aware. My tan's in today as well. Because she's got a nostril appointment tomorrow. Just in today instead. Which is weird, and I've got two people on at once.
Mm. I'll see you later then.
I'm waiting for the number to change.
Alright, okay. And then that's the point that you're out the door.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Because then typically I get to work for like 25 past.
You don't start until 9.
I know, but I get there early, I get things sorted, I have a cup of tea and all. So, you know, but if I go in for 9 o'clock, I can't have a cup of tea first.
Oh, okay.
So weird. Right, in a bit.
See you later. Love you. Have a good day. Bye. Pain in the neck. Love her to bits, but oh my gosh. I'm going to grumble about Andy's washing up skills. I don't think Andy had washed that thing today at all because it was bone dry. But sort herself out. I think this is a unicorn's eye. She said that she was waiting for the unicorn. She didn't show any interest at all in what I'm doing today, did she? Little monkey. So yeah, I'm a little bit cold this morning. Oh. I've seen this stitched up. Nikki did it, Nikki Crafts. She doesn't, I don't think she does Flosstube anymore. I've not seen any of the videos for ages. I know she has posted on Instagram. I've seen her, she finished this one, it looked stunning finished. Get rid of those. Okay, what we've got here, let's just see if I can't get this eye in. Probably won't be complete, but we might get a good idea of it. Got another half hour of stitching to do. It's amazing how much you can get done in half an hour. So then there was just me and Lauren is still knocking out the old Zeds. Fast asleep she is. It's hard life being a teenager these days. She had a lovely birthday. We went to Manchester for the day, shopping in the Arndale and up the High Street. Had a lunch out at Pizza Hut. A bubble tea. She got anything that she wanted, basically. Found some of our favourite shops like Flying Tiger, Sowstream Green. Love Sowstream Green. Girls obviously, you know, were into Primark. Of course, we went into the Manchester shop, the one where they sell all the bee stuffs. Yeah, she had a thoroughly nice day. We left here at sort of 8 AM and we were back by, I think, about 5:30. It was a fair old day. We were out for tea Friday night as well, because Friday was her actual birthday. So we were out for tea Friday night, Manchester on Saturday, and then on Sunday when Grandad came, it was cake day. She decided to wait until her Grandad was here to do a cake, which was nice. I think she's forgotten that there's still some cake left. And she got spoiled with presents and money. WWE stuff. She likes WWE, does Lauren. Or, you know, whatever it is, SmackDown and that kind of, you know. All I know is that I hear it all the time on the telly. Next birthday is middle child, who will reach 21 soon. My stepdad and my sister both have birthdays in July, my brother in August, my nephew in October, and his children, of course, have also got birthdays in between, one in May and one in October, and then back to Hannah in December. I'm not sure if this is an eye. It's kind of hard to see it. It's kind of hard to work it out. I don't know if it's an eye or a fold. And I'll just keep stitching. See what comes out under the needle. If it's not an eye now, we'll be getting one soon, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't think this is an eye. There isn't a black bit in front of the eye. I think this is the... I think that this... So there's the eye. So I think that this bit I'm doing is this here with that there. So it looks like this bit is here. We'll carry on filling it in. It's all got to be done anyway, hasn't it? To complete the piece. thing about the charting of these Geckorouge pieces, the shading is beautiful. I love it. I have a working day today. It's still quite busy at the minute. I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. But of course, as I said before, busy at work means my stitching time is even more valuable. It really is very much a form of relaxation. My wind down time with needle and thread. Just did those stitches. Why did it not mark them off? Silly thing. Come on. Got the ninjas around here as well. But that's alright. Not many actually in geckos. You don't get too many ninja stitches. Looking good already. I'm quite happy with this. Oh no, that's not going over that leg. There we go, it's better. What am I doing today? I keep missing the arm, the second arm. Oh, I think I'm going to get something warm on when I've done this. Even though I've got my fluffy pyjamas and my fluffy cardi on, my long fluffy cardi, I am feeling cold. It was a foggy morning this morning, so I started off, we woke up to a layer of fog. I mean, it's not the worst weather we've had in April because we've had snow before. But still, when you turned off the heating in anticipation of warmer days to come, you don't expect it to go cold again. Like this. I am, you know when you can feel that cold that's going up the back of your neck and through your head. That. I'm doing quite well stitch count wise on this so far. I've done over 300 so far in this session, which ain't bad considering it's a new start. Let's do that one. This unicorn itself is very pale lilac colour. And then the background to her is in blue. Some very pretty colours, but pale and white fabric, and makes for an interesting stitch. I think I'm really going to enjoy this one. So we're almost done with today's stitchy sesh. I'm so disappointed I've got to work today. I would just love to sit and work on this. Oh well, c'est la vie. I suppose it helps with the cost of my habit. I have to earn the money somewhere. And of course I have to look after and feed my family, house them. So it is what it is. C'est la vie. Got to work. Need to win the lottery. Need to buy a ticket. Just have a little mark off. Yeah, done quite well this morning. Oh dear. Definitely feeling the cold though. And my fingernail beds are blue. I mean, I've got poor circulation anyway, but still. I had to put my gloves on. You wouldn't think that in April. You're supposed to be wearing gloves. But it is what it is. Anyway. So these couple of stitches I'm doing now will make 350 in this session. And I'm quite happy with that. So it's a good start. Let me just pop the arms in, the top arm on these two, and then we'll move it out so you guys can see. Oh, that's far too much out. There we go. That's better, isn't it? Yeah, so 350 stitches. And I'm pretty sure, if we look in the mock-up, that, yeah, it's that bit there that I'm doing. So that black section there is where it splits there. But yeah. So, thank you very much indeed for watching today. Thank you for your comments. It's always an absolute pleasure to answer them. So I'm going to end this video with my usual reminders. There'll be 3 videos coming up on your screen in a moment. If you've not seen those, please do go take a few minutes to have a look. I release my floss tubes on Tuesday, Stitch with Me's on Thursdays and Saturdays, and I live stream on Wednesdays and Sundays at 7:30 p.m. UK time. So if you can join me for any of those videos, it would be much appreciated. But really, all that's left to say today is thank you guys very much indeed for watching. Do take care. Happy stitching. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.